Good evening. I am honored to introduce Shlomi Elkabetz, the recipient of the Pomegranate Award for Filmmaking. Shlomi Elkabetz is a groundbreaking Moroccan screenwriter, director, producer, and actor who has made extraordinary contributions to Israeli and international cinema. In 2004, Shlomi co-wrote and co-directed with his sister, actress Ronit Elkabetz, the film To Take a Wife, that is part of a trilogy. The film was awarded the Critics' Prize and Audience Prize at the Venice Film Festival. Ronit was the first ASF Pomegranate Award recipient back in 2011. Shlomi and Ronit worked together on the trilogy that, besides To Take a Wife, includes The 7 Days and Get, the trial of Vivian Amsalam, that was nominated for a Golden Globe as Best International Film and was screened last night as part of the tribute to Ronit. Ronit starred in all his films, including Cahiers Noirs, Black Notebooks, her final film before she tragically passed away. Black Notebooks, that will be screened during this festival, premiered at Cannes as part of the official selection and won the Ophir Award for Best Documentary. Shlomi was named to be juror of this year's Cannes Film Festival. His past recognitions include the Israel Ministry of Culture's prestigious Landau Award and the Variety's Director to Watch Award. He made his acting debut in the HBO TV miniseries Our Boys as one of the leading roles. His movies demonstrate an emotional portrait of the human condition and a cross-cultural dialogue, giving a voice to the voiceless and raising awareness of acute social matters, minority rights, particularly women of color, religious coercion, and individual freedom. As part of his social contribution, Shlomi established the No Fear Ronit Elkabetz Film Fund for oppressed voices from Israel's periphery. He has also mentored disadvantaged Mizrahi and Sephardic youth through the nonprofit organization Ro'im Rachok and helped them assimilate within the Israeli society. Shlomi, please come here, accept this Pomegranate Award for your extraordinary journey as a filmmaker, for your dedication to preserving the Jewish Moroccan heritage and breaking stereotypes against Moroccan Jews, for building bridges, for empowering disadvantaged people, and much more. Please join us. Congratulations. Your turn.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Good evening. Thanks, Raquel. Good evening, everyone. Again, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and on this stage that resonate my fellow creators, directors, artists, thinkers, all members of the Arab nation, Jews, Muslim, Christians, and those who have connection to our world and relate to our work and to us. It's a battle to bring our voice on stage. It's a real battle to bring this voice onto stage because representing takes space and space is occupied, and if you want to bring representation and reflection, especially of Arab culture, it's always very, very complex, and you have to really work at it. this space is never given. This is a place that you have to take. When my sister and Ronit Elkabetz, the wonderful actress and the amazing thinker as well, the winner of this award for 2011, and myself met in New York, not far from here, when we wanted to write our first script, To Take a Wife, what became after our first film and also the foundation of all our work. We dreamed of doing the impossible. And for us, the impossible was echoing concepts of freedom and liberty and equality through the character of an Arab Jewish woman. It was impossible. It took us years and years and years to persuade that an Arab Jewish woman can define these concepts of liberty, equality. You know, it's the white men who define these things, but not a woman of color. These concepts, all of those concepts in the films that I've made, and the films that I've made with Ronit, receive their shape in the body of a woman, Vivian Amsalem, or Ronit Elkabetz if you wish, and give a broader meaning to those ideas that Israeli society fight for these days very harshly. And the entire Middle East as well, each one in his turn, since the beginning of the Arab Spring and in the last decade. You know, for this goal, some people are willing to give their lives, and we do art, and perhaps this is the easiest way and no-risk way to deal with these things. You know, everybody throughout the years used to tell us, wow, you're so brave for making these films, you're so brave for doing what you do, and I say, no, we're really not brave. The brave people are the characters we try to reflect throughout the years, but not us. When I make a film, I inspire and dream of creating a one-off moment, the moment of reflection, like a man who never saw a mirror walks in the nature and then see a puddle of water and he wants to drink, and then he bends to the water and he sees himself for the first time, and coming to drink, the man in the water drinks him as well. And this is the moment where life and art merge into one thing. And when I work, I really try to achieve these moments of reflection, these moments where life devour art and art devour life. I was born as a filmmaker on a Palestinian set. When I started and wanted to make films, I met some Palestinian guys who were working in Rashid Mashrawi's film Curfew in Nazareth. And my first experience as a filmmaker, well, as a helper on the set, was in Palestinian cinema. And at this time, for me, Israeli cinema was Palestinian cinema. That's what I thought, because I was going to Nazareth every week or so to work on the sets of my Palestinian friends at any job they would give me. Then again, years later, here in New York, and years later, when I understood I cannot make a Moroccan Israeli film in Israel because they would not let me do it, I was born again in Paris, and only then back to Israel. Cinema gave me life in so many ways, on the screen and outside of the screen. And over the years, I was lucky enough to continue and to insist to listen to my voice and its authenticity. And for me, listening to my voice is actually listening to you. I had the chance to cooperate with great creators, most of them my students throughout the years, since I'm teaching for the last 20 years, and some of them some directors that I produced, and being part of Palestinian cinema as well, which I'm very proud of. It's a great honor to receive this prize with the beautiful art of Giora Aroni. Thank you, Giora. And one of the greater thinkers of our time, Helen Sisko, which is amazing. It's an amazing honor to be on this stage. I know she's not here tonight, but to be part of this voice of this wonderful, wonderful woman. And of course, with the great Yasmin Levy that you just heard, I want to thank you. Giora, Yasmin, and Helen. I want to thank the festival, of course, David, Dangur, Oded Alachmi, Raquel. Thank you very much. Of course, Jason, thanks for doing all the effort. And to a filmmaker, to Naama Keha, is a filmmaker, but also the artistic director of the festival. You're brilliant, and you're one of the reasons that I started to dream to come here. And I will finish with something I wrote for my last film, for Black Notebooks, that maybe some of you can come and see on Wednesday. And I was talking to Giora about it a few days ago, and I wanted to read it to you as well. I wrote in the film, and I say it in the film, a man shot his life. All the moments that he shot are one moment. All the people he met are one person. All the places, one place. All the conversation he had is one conversation. And his death is eternity. And therefore, he despised eternity. He filmed a tree and found out that he filmed his mother. He filmed the road and found out he filmed his father. He filmed the beginning and found out he filmed the end. He shot his love and found out he shot his love. I wish everyone a wonderful evening and a successful festival. Thank you very much. Thanks.